Netherlands and Scotland to get going for game 3 of 4 as we get set for the national anthems of Scotland and the Netherlands, to start with Scotland. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can be please upstanding for the national anthem of Scotland. Could you please remain upstanding for the national anthem of the Netherlands? So Scotland, we worked out, needing to win by 7 goals to get themselves through and to knock out Germany, who are currently second in this group. What a story that would be, as unlikely as it seems, but it is possible, and so must be mentioned, as must the starting sevens for both Scotland and the Netherlands. We will start with the Scots, who make 3 changes from their starting 7 last time out against Germany. They were 2-0 up and ended up losing the game by 6 goals to 2. In come Blair Glynn, James McAlpine, and an international debut for Luke Vosper. Out of the team, dropped Mark Robinson, Kerr McKenzie, and Dean Thornton. The 7 is as follows. Number 1 is Chris Moore, 2 Blair Glynn, 3 Martin Hickman, 5 Matthew Wynne, 8 is Jamie Mitchell, 9 is Luke Vosper, and 12 is James McAlpine. And for the Netherlands, they make a couple of changes of their own. In come Kevin Janssen and a tournament debut for Thijs Graas. Damien Schellekens and Sem van Helden are the 2 to go out of the 7 from their win last time out. They defeated Ireland 9-0. The full 7, Kevin Janssen is number 1, 4 is Lorenzo Kalkerven, 5 Joachim Kintz, 6 Jeroen Schuitert, 7 Jeroen Sart. He, by the way, is on 49 international goals. Bruno Hoek is number 10. And number 13 is Thijs Graas. Be Matthew Wynn to kick us off. We are waiting for a few things to be in order. Our referee this afternoon is Keith Stroud. There is a whistle from further afield with a women's game still going on. The Netherlands are playing there too. Last I checked, they were 4-2 down against Australia. And the whistle here to confirm that this one is underway. Scotland still in with a mathematical shot of qualifying in the top two, but little more than that. As it's sent up towards Hickman, they want to try and get started on the front foot. It is relatively likely that they'll face the Northern Ireland next. The Northern Ireland team, I should say. As Hook steps in, trying to break clear of Wynn. Over towards Jeroen Saat, who is in rarefied air, or at least about to be, if he can grab a goal today. Let's make it 50. Kintz helping on. Behind for a goal kick. He is fourth all time. Paul Heersink has 99 to lead the list. His coach Stephen Lockhoff is on 85 and Ilias Viska has 70. They're the only other three to score 50 international goals for the Netherlands CP men's team. Worth noting that Jeroen Saat has not got there yet, but with a goal he would. He has 4 of them already across the opening 2 games. Braces in both the goals in a 2-0 win over Germany, as Vosper was almost in to disrupt Jeroen Schuitert, who is back on it, rolls back to his goalkeeper in Kevin Johnson, and he got 2 in the win over Ireland too. Kalkerven. Here's Thies Grass. At his international debut in May against England in a friendly, but this is his first tournament appearance in orange. Schuitert. Hook fired it into the leg of Jeroen Schuitert, and it was well kept by James McAlpine, who tried to release Hickman. Unsuccessfully so in the end. Hook back there to help. Kevin Johnson under pressure, and he's sent that towards me. Into touch for a throw for Scotland. Calpine with Saat hot on his heels. He's knocked it by Glenn Jeroen Saat. There's 50. He joined some wonderful company in the history of this team. Already it's his 5th in the tournament, but 50 in his career. What a moment for the man who made his debut back in 2014. And the Netherlands lead in this one, but it's a momentous goal for their number 7. And he does not want to settle with that. Grass over for Hook. This for a quick fire double. It's a good stop from Moore to ensure it didn't happen. And just heard from sources around the grounds. There is 2 pitches here at Loughborough University. In the women's game that's just finished, Australia have won by 6 goals to 2 over the Netherlands. Busy day for Dutch fans, including some that might come over to watch this one as it's sent forward for Vosper, who won't be able to get there. Joachim Kintz marshalling it over. What a moment for him. A man who lives in Salford in the north of England, was part of the Cerebral Palsy Cup winning team with CP Northwest in the FA Disability Cup. They defeated Chelsea by 4 goals to 2. Grass forward towards Hook. It's behind him in the end for a goal kick. Mitchell tried the switch towards one of Hickman or Vosper. It's nodded behind by Kintz. Hickman's low corner, didn't clear the front post. Hook was there. And Jeroen Saat there again for the Netherlands. Rolls left. Calkerven. Hook. And Calkerven again. Back with Bruno Hook. And Jeroen Saat. Sees Cross. Well blocked by Blair Glynn. Corner the result. Calkerven. Sees Grass. Hook. Scored 7th at the most recent World Cup. Gives it to his number 7. Jeroen Saat teeing another one up. Over the top. There was a deflection on the way there. And there's a corner here for the Dutch. Here's Calkerven trying to curl one, and it's again deflected away. Corner. And a repeat one here from the Netherlands, which is rolled short. Saat. As Hickman steps in for Scotland, but taken away from him, Jeroen Saat. Cross for Hook. Another ball in here for Scotland and Jamie Mitchell. And from Livingston. Spread wide for Joachim Kintz. Jeroen Saat lays it off. Bruno Hook, low, but dealt with by Moore. It's playing around here. Blair Glynn will find Hickman. Mitchell. Nice football here from Scotland. Vosper's there in the middle. Hickman will try and send it towards the back post. Some delivery. Vosper couldn't get there. Sent on, Calkervin almost making a play on it, but more able to save. Win down the line and down the Scotland left. He's forced to check. Eyeball to eyeball with Kintz. It's sent in and palmed away by Janssen. He's showing a bit down the Scotland left, Martin Hickman, but couldn't find a way to breach Kevin Janssen's defences. For another corner, and the Netherlands have had plenty of opportunities to find their best routine from these. This one will go short to Sart and back for Bruno Hook. He's Gras. Does he elect to shoot? He'll find Hook instead, and he will, right-footed, blocked by Glynn and behind. Corner had been taken. The officials aren't 100% happy with everything. And now they are. It is Hook. Gras, who will float one over towards your own Sky Turds. Digs out across, but can only find the waiting arms of Chris Moore. Switch of play, and unable to reel it in there, Martin Hickman. Calkervin advancing forward, his path blocked by Mitchell. Hook is cut back towards Calkervin. Able to find him there, Joachim Kintz. Kintz, stopped by his opposite number 5 in Win, almost carried through to Bruno Hook. It's shuffled down the line. Martin Hickman, early ball, and Vosper couldn't get to the front. Challenge from Mitchell on Hook, who is busy for the Netherlands down their left-hand side. And taken quickly, Calkervin trying to break through for your own start rather than shoots, which he could have done. Glynn to play off your own Sart for a throw. Grass to curl one. Good stop by Moore. It stayed in. Sart putting it central, and Moore in action again. Advancing Sky Turds. And despite the fact that Scotland are losing this game, they're defending extraordinarily well. Sky Turd left-footed, and again, Moore making the save. And from Cowie in Stirling. Formerly a student at Bannockburn High as well. Kintz, as it's further wide for Bruno Hook, and he finds a cross, he flushes it across goal, and somehow that's not into the back of the Scotland net. Glynn with the intervention, and a timely one considering it didn't go inside the post. Again the corner taken short, Grass trying to work at Martin Hickman, who he beats, he unleashes a shot, another low drive that is turned away for yet another Netherlands corner. Calkervan, he will float by Hickman, and again low, it went, but again there's a Scotland player there to block it and win. 4-ball from Hickman, Vosper's playing incredibly high. Ball couldn't get to him. Hook to clip one towards the other and Sart. Whistle down here for a split second. For a tying of laces. Luke Vosper, by the way, is Scotland's FT1. If you've never seen cerebral palsy football being played before, FT1 is the most severe classification a player can have. It's based on impairment. So he's the most severe classification type, Luke Vosper, hence why he is playing really high. He's in behind Kevin Johnson, the Dutch goalkeeper here. Just to illustrate how high he's playing, there are no offsides in cerebral palsy football either. So what he's doing is fine. Just hasn't been able to get on the ball a whole lot because Scottish players haven't got it up there yet. Time for that to change. Grass, across for Calkervan, and Hickman will make away past one, and that is what Luke Vosper will want. Not that though, because Sart has won it back for the Netherlands and forced another save out of Christopher Moore, who has been remarkably busy. Another curling effort, and the woodwork struck this time. Chris Moore might have got something on it. I'm more than happy to keep working these corners short. Sart towards Calkervan. And every time Scotland get the ball, Vosper's calling for it long. It won't get to him because Grass has robbed it off Hickman and the ball has been walked out of play. A few words from Scotland head coach Billy McAdam. And even with the ball at the other end of the pitch, Luke Vosper is all over Kevin Johnson in the Dutch goal. Again, it doesn't get to him because Bruno Hook is running at the Scotland back line and is matched stride for stride by Mitchell, who turns it away for another corner. Don't waste any time from these. Cal Curvin curling. Moore with another stop. Bruno Hook, he'll try something that the Scotland defence is able to deal with for now at least. Could already be about 5 or 6, if not for the work of Chris Moore. Hook, Sart, Cal Curvin on and making absolutely sure and tipping it around the post is the Scotland custodian who makes yet another save to add to the catalogue. Curvin. And Skyter it forward. Sart looking back for Grass. Scotland trying to plot a way out here. Kint's in the box. Oh, where's that one going? Sees Grass as the orange tsunami continues. Sart. Grass trying to help it central. Just had a play for a ball in. Again, is taken rather quickly once they were allowed to do so. Grass left-footed! It was on target, your own Sart. Tried to help it on, it might have been going in anyway. And this time, Chris Moore not needed because a Dutch player did the job for him. Bruno Hook to help it on. Your own Sart was there again, waiting for the ball, but again, could it be picked out? About 6 minutes to go in the half. The Netherlands lead by a goal to nil, and it was a momentous one for Jeroen Sart. He became the 4th men's cerebral palsy player for the Netherlands, hit 50 goals. His head coach, by the way, Stefan Lokhoff, is one of the other 3. He scored in all 3 of the group games so far. Hickman waiting in the middle as when the Scotland skipper couldn't find him. Hook gliding clear of Hickman, then bounced off him as advantage was being played. Grass with a superb ball, and Kintz couldn't make the best of it. That was on a dime for Joachim Kintz, who was making a great run into the middle. He just couldn't keep it down. An injury problem for Matthew Wynne maybe here. Players from both teams will take refreshments 5 minutes earlier than they were thinking of doing. Plenty of Scotland substitutes warming up. A couple of ones to look out for on that Scotland bench. Dean Thornton scored in both games in the group stages to now from the off. He started the first 2 games, and Will Graham came off the bench against Ireland in game 1 for Scotland and made an impact, scored a wonder goal off the bench. So they're 2 to look out for. Dean Thornton is the FT1 for Scotland on the bench, by the way. So Luke Vosper on because of that. Give Dean Thornton a rest and Luke Vosper a chance. He's not had much to work with on his international debut for Scotland. Flicked on by Hickman, and Vosper will try and get after it. Grass. In goes Mitchell. Here is Jamie Mitchell. Is Vosper in the game here? Mitchell going alone. And Luke Vosper not needed. But it was a burst of pace from Jamie Mitchell that gave him the chance. Grass. Searching ball for Skeiter. Start waiting in the middle as now is Joachim Kintz. It's back for Bruno Hook. Furthest outfielder back for the Netherlands as he received it. Hook from distance. And once more, Chris Moore making the stop. Glynn left-footed. Hook from inside his own half. Flares it out wide for Joachim Kintz. Cal Curven, low. And there is Hickman. To help bring it away for Scotland. We're about to move into added time at the end of the first half. And according to the bench, we'll get 1 minute of that added time. Bruno Hook. And Jeroen, good stop. Hook. Right-footed, that's a great stop. The fingertips of Chris Moore keeping the Netherlands out again. He's Grass, left-footed, and another stop from Moore. Scotland hemmed in, but they'll be thankful to their goalkeeper. There might be a few tenants heading this way after this tournament's done for the work he's doing here. Or whatever his drink of choice is. He deserves a few because he's kept his team in the game here. Scheiterts. Final acts of the first half probably here. Jeroen Scheiterts. Bleglin getting his head in the way. The ball goes out of play. Keith Stroud looks at his watch. And he will call a halt to the half. The Netherlands thought that they were going on and could have done with a bit more time, but they were a bit too slow in getting there. And so at half-time, the score remains as is. 1-0 to the Netherlands, a 50th goal in orange for Jeroen Saat, a milestone goal for him. It's the difference, and it would be more if not for Chris Moore, who has been absolutely brilliant in the Scotland goal. Half-time here at Loughborough University, it is Scotland 0, the Netherlands 1. Welcome back to Loughborough University. It is a 1-0 lead for the Netherlands, who are changing some things around. Thijs Graas's competitive debut for the Netherlands is over. Harm Panneman is on to replace him. And Sjoerd van der Wiel has made quite a habit of this in his young international career, coming off the bench for his country. He will do so again, with Bruno Hook coming off for him. John McFarlane and Kerr McKenzie are on for Billy McAdam's men, with the players coming off to be confirmed to our end at least. The fourth official will know and is about to tell all. Matthew Wynne is one of the two players off for Scotland. To use my eyesight and recognising skills, but they are not quite on radar at the moment. To be fair, I probably should have been able to work that one out. It's James McAlpine who's gone off. So changes for both teams at the break. Keith Stroud's happy and we are away. Christopher Moore was spectacular in the first half. He might be needed a fair bit again, particularly with how the Netherlands like to play. Can Scotland spring a surprise? They won't find the 7-goal margin a victory that they need to progress, you wouldn't think, but what can they show in this second half? Kirban. Panneman directing traffic, and what a run Lorenzo Calkervin made, and he was almost picked out at the back post. Not quite though, and so the raft of Netherlands corners that were there in the first half is now added to in the second. Panneman drills it across. Calkervin and Sjoerd van der Wiel, who made his debut Matchday 1 of this tournament, coming off the bench against Germany. Panneman sends it in, and quickly there to clear Blair Glynn. He did that a fair bit, it's safe to say, first half. Van der Wiel. Calkervin. Panneman. And Saart, the man from Zutphen, who scored his 50th international goal earlier today. Fourth player to do it in the team's history. Mitchell, Hickman, Clever, McKenzie. This is good from Scotland. Kerr McKenzie down the right, pulled it back. Skyterd in the road, Panneman to prod clear, and he gives back to his captain, who has Jeroen Saart further on. He goes to him, outside of the football. McFarlane in the road, and that not intentional for a back pass. The English and the Spanish getting ready for their match at 6:30, and a match that will shape Group A in the IFCPF Men's Euros. It's the final game of the group stages, and a crucial one. Time to play for a Netherlands ball. The United States of America and Nepal will round out the IFCPF Women's Intercontinental Cup action. IFCPF YouTube channel is where you can find every single game and follow the socials at IFCPF for everything you need to know. It's back towards Van der Wiel. Skyterd and Saart, and Van der Wiel to curl one and not keep it down. On Panaman, on for Jeroen Saat, who will cut it back. Van der Wiel, Panaman, Calkerven will have a look. It's blocked by Glynn. He's been impressive in defence for Scotland. Panaman low. Skytert. That one blocked by McFarlane. Now Curvin. Sart ready to receive his back to goal. He tried a turn and he lost it to Hickman and couldn't win it back off him. Hickman through the middle of a couple. Plenty of Dutch players tracking back, and eventually Van der Wiel took it off him, but not before Martin Hickman was being fouled. Mitchell with the quick free kick. Mackenzie. And Martin Hickman couldn't get his foot up to control it. As high as it needed to be. Calkerven. Oh, it's rattled off the post. Sent out a play by Joachim Kins. That looked destined for the corner. As Scotland will make a change, Dean Thornton will come on, and as such, the number 9 will go up in red, and FT1 swap. Vosper's international debut is over. Had much to work with. He's played really high up the pitch. And Martin Hickman will have his place taken. It's an FT3 swap here to allow for the introduction of Will Graham. Probably could have predicted that this change was coming, given how good Will Graham has been for Scotland. Is he already getting a telling off from the referee before he's really entered the pitch? There was a finger there from Keith Stroud in his direction. I'm not sure what the conversation was. It looks a little bit demonstrative one way or the other. Dean Thornton's on 2 as Scotland look to try and get themselves back level. Here's Graham. Trying to engineer space for a shot. He kept it in play just about and worked it back for Mackenzie. We got it all the way across. McFarlane couldn't quite get the shot away. And he pushes the Netherlands as far back as they can be without conceding a goal kick, really. One adjacent to the corner flag. Curvin. Mitchell, he's fouled by Van der Wiel. Nice conversation in the middle. Well, I could pick up from it. Keith Stroud complimenting Jamie Mitchell, the player fouled there on his speed, and let's just say in uncertain terms, and not safe for radio terms, Jamie Mitchell disagreed with the assessment. Oh, it's what's great about our game, isn't it? One of many reasons. Here's Calkerven, Van der Wiel, and And Calkervin would have done well to run that one down. Sart as Scotland almost caught out there. Skyter, Van der Wiel. As it's sent forward for Thornton, who chests down. To wait a fair while there for a bit of help. He got it in Graham, who picks out Kerr McKenzie. We'll try a run at Calkervin, who took it off him. Panneman drills one for Sart. He's already got one. He runs at Blakely and beats him fair and square. The save from Moore, another important one. Probably should issue an apology to Lorenzo Calkervin. I stopped the ball, came right over to me, stopped the ball, and as probably the equivalent of an FT 0.5, then couldn't kick it back to him. So we had to come all the way to pick it up. Oh, there's a reason I'm not a footballer and he is. Kintz, all the way over, Calkervin nodding across, and McFarlane slicing high, out of play for a goal kick, or a corner, pardon me. It's definitely a corner. It's gone short. Flashing one over was Jeroen Sart. Mentioned earlier that he's from Zutphen. He's played football for the local club in that town, FC Zutphen. And they'll be pretty happy with what he's done in his career. Been to a Paralympics in 2016 in Rio, among other impressive accomplishments. Graham can't keep that one in for Scotland. Running it out of play for a throw. Van der Wiel. Now on halfway harm, Panneman for the Netherlands. Rolls it over to the left for Lorenzo Calkervin. Change coming here for the Dutch. Fact, there is two of them. Vessel Dordan is about to come on, and that is Malik Dela Cruz Victoria, who's just got up with him. Too wide for the stretching Will Graham, and Scotland might be exposed here. The Netherlands surging forward on the counter. Panneman trying to sell Kerr McKenzie. It's Black Lynn who tried to work it back to his keeper. Almost underhit it, but it got back to him fine enough. Panneman. Calkervin, Sart elected not to let it run. He'll try and work it over towards Kintz and will be prevented the opportunity. Now he disposes of it. It's laid off Joachim Kintz. Well played, Calkervin. Back to goal, got it back to him. Moore in the way again. the two changes will be made here. Joachim Kintz is coming off here for Malik De La Cruz Victoria. And his debut all the way back in 2017 for the national team, a 6-1 loss to Ukraine. And Vessel Dordan will be coming on here as well. Jeroen Skyter will go off. Sounds like Vessel Dordan's got some fans in the crowd. Played 3 times at the last Euros back in 2023. Can he help pry the Netherlands further free of Scotland? Kalkerven and Panneman, who is taking the armband after Skyter's removal from the game. Graham with an expert turn in a part of the ground that is laced with danger if you lose it. Certainly didn't lose it. His crossfield ball isn't up to the standard he'd like it to be. Van der Wiel was there. Sart. Sure, Van der Wiel. Panneman showing shorts. Rolled across. Almost broke for Van der Wiel. Might have been a free kick there for Scotland if the Netherlands had kept it for much longer, but Chris Moore able to get to the ball as we travel past the midway point of the second half. Still 1-0 for the Netherlands. Jeroen Sart scored that goal. His 50th for the Dutch. Glyn's giving it away. Sart on it for the Netherlands, left for Harm Panneman, and it's too long for him. There is Scotland change, and it is Blair Glynn who will be taken off. Blair Glynn will get the applause from the fans and also from his bench before being taken off. And Mark Robertson will come on. Four goals in the World Championships last year, including one in the final, the win over Northern Ireland. Kalkerven, opportunity here, Sart's shot saved, wouldn't break for Tjur Van der Wiel or Malik De La Cruz Victoria. Christopher Moore might require some treatment here. It's not required at the moment. He's got himself up. Kalkerven towards De La Cruz Victoria. Behind for another corner. Lorenzo Kalkerven will go over to take. whipped in, and Sart was arriving in the box, and Mitchell to make sure he got in the way. Sart helps on, Panneman! Couldn't find the back of the net, he probably ought to have done. Scotland turned around again, Cal Curvin towards Jurgen Sart. Play it went. It was a free kick given after the ball had travelled out of play, but the tackle was too strong to get it there. Mitchell, Thornton, can he turn his man? He can, lays it off, Robertson! As close as Scotland have come to a leveller. There was some venom in that shot. Kevin Janssen getting a touch. He's seen his opposite number do a lot, but Kevin Janssen not really called into action too much. He's made a good save there. Deflected on Roots, headed away. Sart won't get there. McFarlane covered it off. Van der Wiel. Panneman fizzes one over towards Van der Wiel, but again, Chu couldn't be found. We're about to get a finalised table in Group B. It will be the Netherlands and Germany who will progress to the top bracket in the semi-finals. We're about a minute of the hour away from it being Ireland before late goal from Jorn Lorentzen very early in the afternoon. Dordan gave it over to Robertson, who surrendered possession himself. Van der Wiel didn't get to Sart. Clearance as far as Vessel Dordan. Panneman curling one. Scored in the most recent World Cup against Australia in the 3-0 win, the Pararoos, as they are affectionately known. Chu van der Wiel curling one, and Van der Wiel couldn't pick out the corner. Flicked on by Robertson. Mitchell. McFarlane. On for Jamie Mitchell, the Scotland linchpin. It's Will Graham. And from Kilmarnock. Over for McKenzie. His cross blocked. It didn't disappear behind. And that was going to play off Kerr McKenzie for a Netherlands throw. Dordan, Sam van Helden's about to come on for the Netherlands. Scotland won't like seeing that. And the man who has just committed a foul, your own Sart, will be coming off. Sam van Helden, 4 goals in the 9-0 win over Ireland the other day. Was our player of the match. And when you score 4, that's probably a given. Bouncing ball. And Dean Thornton was inside the 6-yard box, which you can't be from there. Free kick for the Netherlands as we move into the final 5 in the hour. Calkerven, Van Helden, Van der Wiel, Panneman, and Mitchell cuts it out. Panneman, low, spilt by Moore, and he recovered quickly enough. Strong into the challenge, Graham. It was fair. Lorenzo Calkerven in a bit of a problem down on the ground. Forward goes Graham in the meantime. Cross for Robertson, can he get a shot away? Helps it on, Thornton. Blocked by Vessel Dordan. Ball stays in for now, Van der Wiel see it out to play. And quickly over to check on the stricken Dutchman was Jamie Mitchell. So Calkerven struggling. Will be walking off here for the moment at least. We're just waiting for him to get off the pitch before we can restart play. There we go. Kerr McKenzie down the Scotland right. So free kick picked out in there. And the Netherlands ball with about 2.5 to play. Van Helden trying to run at McKenzie. Back for Van der Wiel. Got it stuck underneath his feet. Won by Graham, who will get it here off Robertson. He's up and over halfway. And free kick will go the Netherlands' way. Two more games to go after this one across both of our competitions here at Loughborough University. This week, the USA and Nepal. Kickoff slated for 5:30 in the Women's Intercontinental Cup. And then England, Spain after this. 3 minutes of added time is what we'll move into in a moment. Van Helden's low effort, saved by Moore. So we're into the final minutes of the hour, and there will be 3 to follow. Flicked on by Kurt McKenzie. And behind for a goal kick. All games of both tournaments live on the IFCPF YouTube channel. And all our updates across the IFCPF socials. De La Cruz Victoria is midway point to the Scotland half on the right-hand side for the Netherlands. Calkerven from Doordan. Van Helden is back to goal. Got away from Mitchell and found Van der Veel. Panneman with the back flick, too elaborate. Scotland is still hopeful they can get something from this. That won't help the cause from Jamie Mitchell, who knew it straight away. Offers a hand in apology, out of play for a throw. Mitchell trying to play it on. Chance. Thornton! Oh, just wide. He had so much time. Just couldn't find the corner. Great awareness from Scotland and from Dean Thornton, who was well in behind.
Official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes.
Van der Veel. Calkerven wanting Van Helden. It is Mitchell. And again it goes forward from Robertson for Thornton. If it gets through, Dean Thornton's in. We've seen it already. I'm surprised that Vessel Doordan's done all the way back to try and block that off. Kurt McKenzie. Now he shuffles back and he goes forward again. Doordan just about in the right spot. Had to jump. He may as well sit all the way back. There are no offsides to repeat in cerebral palsy football, as you can probably tell looking at that. Van Helden, De La Cruz Victoria ahead of him. He rolls it there, Molly De La Cruz Victoria can't seal it. Van Helden kept it away from Scotland and Mitchell. De La Cruz Victoria, Panneman on the overlap, and again, more brilliant. I don't think it's hyperbole to say it could be 7 or 8 without the wonderful performance of Chris Moore. And that's not to begrudge his team, but just to highlight how well he's played. Panneman turning away, Moore down. And there isn't long left for Scotland, who've just got to pump it long. Can he get it there by himself, Moore? He can't, and that might well be that. Switch of play for Sam Van Helden. Trying to work away round. Scotland now with a couple of men forward, and as such, the Netherlands with more back. Doordan for Van der Veel, and that'll be the full-time whistle. The Netherlands have won, but they've got multiple players out on their feet. Really good game of football. Scotland have come on a long way. The Netherlands get the job done. A historic one for Jeroen Saar, number 50 for the national team. In an individual sense, he got it early, and the Netherlands kept the lead from there. So Group B is finalised. Ukraine will face Germany in the semi-final, and It's England or Spain that will end up facing the Netherlands. We'll see who that is. Starting from 6:30 tonight. Full time here from Loughborough University. Game 3 of 4 in the men's competition. It is finished Scotland 0, the Netherlands 1. Yeah, still play the Netherlands. Because they finished second, yeah.
If Spain wins, they play. Then Ukraine plays.
That's a really good point. I'll make that correction. Yeah, that's spot on.
Hi Ollie, sorry.
Yeah.
Who are we interviewing?
Keeper, Chris Moore.
Keeper Chris Moore. Wonderful.
Chris Moore, number 1. Sorry, say again?
Did he win one last time?
No, he was about to before Dylan Sheridan scored the equaliser. And we interviewed him. Say again?
England, Spain.
I would love that. Thank you.
Do you know where Castles?
I do not.
And then these, want them? There's a pile for bums.
Yeah, do you want to leave them with me as well, and I'll distribute them around?
Thank you.
Thank you. Here with Scotland goalkeeper Chris Moore. Chris, it takes a lot for a player on a losing team to be singled out for a great performance like this, but you were absolutely wonderful in goal to finish off the group stages. Just tell us about your performance. You made some blinding saves.
No, yeah, it was good, but I also need to, the folk in front of me, also there's a team effort, so I thought the 6 people in front of me were absolutely outstanding as well, not just me.
The Netherlands are a wonderful side, aren't they? And
yeah.
You saw that today, but just your team effort in general, it's probably as cohesive as your team have been throughout the tournament. They've shown some really good signs, but that was a really, really strong team effort as you almost got a point there.
No, yeah, I thought we were really unlucky today, and maybe over the 3 games I think we were really unlucky. We took Ireland really close, we were really good the first half against Germany, we maybe fell away, but again the day I thought we were really good, really hard shape to break down. That took a wee bit of mistake for them to lead to the goal, but that happens, that's football. But I thought we were really good shape wise, yeah, and I thought we gave them a really good game.
Yeah, and if we look forward, you've got a semi-final in the bottom half of things to prepare for. You've seen Northern Ireland a fair bit. Yeah. Of course, last year in Salau, you'll see them again in the next couple of days. What do you think about that game? Are you looking that far forward yet, or will you take time to review this one first?
We'll take time to review this one, but not too long because we need to get over it because the games come thick and fast. So we just need to wait and see who we'll get in the next game, and the boys will go again.
Chris, I'd like to hand you over to our CEO, Ashley Hammond.
Chris, congratulations. You were
Cheers,
amazing
thank
in the
you.
last game, and it was fun to watch you play again, and we've decided that you are our player of the match today. A little something to recognise.
Cheers, thank you.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, okay. Thank you.
Get back to you. Cheers, thank you so
guys,
much, son.
So the semi-final matchups are now starting to take shape. We know that Scotland will play against Northern Ireland in the bottom half of the bracket, but who will the Dutch play? We don't quite know that one yet. They are winners of their group in Group B, meaning that they'll play second in Group A, and we're not sure who that is. Ukraine have won the group, and England and Spain will square off in about an hour for the right to play against Steven Lockhoff's charges. It was the goal from your own start that got the job done, his 50th for his nation, and he will celebrate that one long into the night with the knowledge that a new game is to come shortly. Who against? We'll find out soon. From Oliver Walker-Peel, we hope to see you for England and Spain, 6:30 p.m. kickoff local time. Until then, goodbye for now.